Safety measures are going into effect on many college campuses this fall to keep students and faculty safe. The reason? Political protests that got out of control last spring over the war between Israel and Hamas. One of those universities was Columbia, right here in New York City, where protesters stormed a school building and called for the university to cut ties with Israel-linked companies. The question now, could we see this happen again? With us is Anna Oakes, a student journalist at Columbia Journalism School. Anna, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me.
We know Columbia was a flashpoint for college protests last spring. That's when campus activism led to lockdowns, canceled graduations, hundreds of arrests. How are things on campus so far this fall?
It's been up and down. During the convocation, when they had welcoming speeches to the new class of students, and the first day of classes, there were some protests, mostly outside the gates of the school. But since then, this week, it's actually been pretty quiet, apart from lines that are often stretching down the block because everyone needs to now scan in to enter campus. So it's kind of a weird, it's a weird feling.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very convenient. I am curious, besides the scanning of IDs, is there anything else being done to limit disruptions?
There are some new measures that university groups have to register events and protests with the university. There's the anti-Semitism task force just released a report talking about last year. But for the most part, it's been mostly this scanning. Students from last year got used to this feeling of the campus being open to the public and you could walk freely through the campus. But now with fences everywhere inside as well, it doesn't feel like the university is this open space like it was last year.
Yeah, I used to spend a lot of time on that campus, and one of my favorite things was just walking around because it's just so beautiful there. Let's talk about Columbia's president. She resigned last month. There's new leadership. There's new rules for disciplining students. You were on campus last year when access was restricted to everyone except students and staff. Do you think these changes will be enough to prevent protests from escalating as we go further into the school year?
I think it really depends. There's nobody really knows, who's not an organizer, if there's going to be another encampment, but the school definitely does not want that. Talking to student protesters, a lot of people felt that the escalation came from the university side. So it was the university that was suspending students and the university that brought on police onto campus. And there's been some police presence outside of the campus. But I'm sure people do have plans for protests going into the year. Columbia also hasn't conceded to any of the demands of the protesters from last year, which were to disclose Columbia's divestments and to disclose the investments in military and Israeli companies, and pull out of those divestments, but that hasn't happened. So I'm sure people will want to keep protesting that.
Anna, do you see a lot of police presence on campus? Is it very noticeable?
You see them sometimes outside, but as of yet, we haven't had police within the campus itself. There was some reporting over the summer that the Columbia administration was considering giving arresting power to its public safety officers, but we haven't had any, there's been no progress or more information on that since.
Thank you for that update. You wrote about the campus protests as a student journalist last year. How do you see the current situation playing out in light of the tragic stories now coming out from Gaza months later?
Yeah, that is, I think, talking to Palestinian students and just the people involved in it, many people still have family that is in Gaza. So I think for a lot of students, it's very, very present still, even if you don't see it visibly on campus as much. I think as long as the war in Gaza continues, people will keep protesting. Yeah.
With that said, Anna, do you feel safe this semester? If protests do erupt on campus, do you have confidence that security will keep you safe, will keep it at bay?
I really never felt unsafe once from the protests. It was really the police. When they stormed campus at other universities at NYU, they were arresting student journalists. It was that kind of security presence that actually made me and many of my colleagues at the journalism school feel unsafe. We couldn't enter our building. They kind of pushed us around campus. Some student journalists were pushed off campus and prevented from covering what they needed to cover.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.